Welcome to another video, guys. Today I'm gonna give you a quick guide about Dollhouse Druid, which is actually the deck I used to hit Easy Legend this month. The deck really is very broken, and in Top Legend it's even more busted. So I'm gonna talk about the mulligans, win rates, as well as some general tips so you know what you should be expecting with and against this deck. If you find the video helpful, like, subscribe, but now let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list up close, and there's nothing really outstanding about this list. It is pretty standard stuff at this point. And the main cards that are really making this deck being absolutely broken is Elise, Yggdrasil, and obviously Aulonius. With Yggdrasil, you basically get to cheat out a lot of extra mana, so the sooner you play this thing, the better, so you can actually get to the point where you refresh free mana and draw free cards. With Elise, the really big benefit here would be to get a copy of a minion, and obviously that minion will be Aulonius. And you also could be going for discovering an extra spell, and the +1 spell damage is not that amazing. It's just a single spell, by the way. It's not gonna be for the spells this turn or anything like that, which is actually super dumb, and I actually slept on it for quite a while. But yeah, the +1 spell damage doesn't really do all that much for the most part, even though in some cases it could definitely come in with the clutch, especially if you need a bigger discount from your sparkling file. What's the main gist of this deck? You basically are a combo deck, so in the first turns you are just trying to draw cards, stabilize, gain armor, and basically set up your combo with things like the Dollhouses, putting them on the board, with things like a Yggdrasil you put on the board, at least you get yourself the 1 mana, get a copy of a minion location, and around turn 7, turn 8, you are able to start blasting. Going through the cards, we have a couple of Enervates. Those are going to help you do things a lot quicker, and you will be able to cheat out mana faster on your combo turn, or just straight up curve off better. Arcanite Revelations are going to help you, giving you extra discounted spells, and the best things you could be getting discounted would be your damaging spells like Sparkling File. This way you get to cheat out even more damage. Living Roots are one of your few spells that can actually target face, so be careful wasting these too much, by the way. Like, you don't need all of your damage for the face, but you are still gonna need a couple of spells depending on the opponent, so be careful wasting these too much. Couple of Seabreeze Chalices are gonna help you stabilize a lot, and this is especially powerful with extra spell damage. The Bottomless Toy Chest, you don't always need to be using this with spell damage. Sometimes you just get it as a 2 mana tracking for Druid. It's not the worst in the world, but if you can double up, that also could be amazing, getting yourself double file, double swipe. Heck, even double Aulonius might make some sense in certain cases, even though for the most part it doesn't. Couple of Dollhouses, even at 2 mana, they're still broken as hell. 2 Story of Barnabas are also pretty amazing, giving you potentially +5 armor, and also getting yourself +5 health on both your Ziliaxes, or on your Mista Vista, or on your Aulonius. Not the worst thing in the world. We have the New Heights, so you can work with even more mana, which is pretty awesome. Couple of files. They're not only phase damage, guys. These can be absolutely amazing at cheating out extra mana for you, because if you do something like location into Aulonius, this is gonna deal tons of damage, and you could be using this into 8 mana for 0 Sleep Under the Stars, refresh yourself 9 mana, or draw a bunch of cards and basically have infinity mana for that turn, which is basically guaranteeing an OTK. So the Sparkling Files can be absolutely amazing. The swipes are also pretty nice, basically giving you a lot of extra removal, and don't be afraid using 1 or even 2 of these if you need to be stabilizing. Against some opponents, you don't even need to OTK them, guys. You just need to stabilize long enough, and you could just finish them off with things like Ziliax and Syndius and that kind of stuff. So swipes are definitely fair game, especially if the opponent is pushing you hard. Yggdrasil, like I said, absolute unit of a card, one of the best cards in the game right now, not gonna lie. And even though it does start kind of slow, after that, even as soon as the second time you use it, it is absolutely massive, cheating yourself extra 2 mana, drawing you 2 cards, and the armor ain't too bad, and also giving you a minion on the board, also kind of cool. At least, like I said, you almost always use her for 1 mana, get a 1/1 copy. The other thing you could be getting out of her could be anything in between, discovering a spell -1, giving yourself free armor, getting yourself a 2/1 rusher, and even the +1 spell damage could make some sense. Like I said, it could work beautifully with things like your Sparkling File, so there's that, but the 1/1 get a copy is absolutely integral, especially against classes like Death Knight, let's say. Ancient of Yore is also pretty nice, giving you a lot of card draw, a lot of armor. Mista Vista, pretty good. The main use for it nowadays is just so you can actually be using the mage cards, but also repeating some of your cards can also be super good. Just try not to overdraw too much, especially if you use something like Sleep Under the Stars. Mista Vista will repeat it absolutely randomly, so it could be gain 15 armor, it could be draw 6 cards, or it could be refresh 9 mana, aka doing nothing, or anything in between, so definitely be very careful. And also be careful playing your Seabreeze Chalices during Mista Vista, because that way you're gonna get way too many chalices you don't really actually want to have. Bob the Bartender you could be using for freezing, but you could also a lot of times use it to draw a minion and get 2 copies of it, and this way you could get yourself free Auloniuses or free Incendiuses, or heck, even free Ziliaxes. All of those could be absolutely broken depending on the matchup, so be very smart about how you use Bob. He is not always for just freezing the board, he could be a lot more for you. Incendius also pretty busted. You could be using this guy even on the turn where you go with Aulonius. Like, you could play this guy on turn 7 and on turn 8 follow up with Aulonius, get a bunch of spell damage and start drawing like crazy, and the Incendius damage is gonna be not 1, not 2, but could be going up to 18 if you buff it up really good with the help of Aulonius and Elise. So yeah, be very smart about how you use this guy. Aulonius is also pretty cracked. Doubling up all the spell damage and him having spell damage himself is absolutely brutal, and just with a couple of locations on the board plus Aulonius, that can be amazing on its own, and that really is gonna give you tons of extra damage, and you could literally be doing hundreds and hundreds of damage, so gaining health and armor against this deck a lot of times is not gonna work, as long as they get the copy of Elise, that is. Sleep Under the Stars could be amazing, especially comboed off with Sparkling File. Getting this down to 0 and refreshing all of that mana is absolutely huge, but you could also be using it just to draw cards if things are going on the bricky side. You don't need that much damage with this deck nowadays, but it really comes down to the opponent. And last but not least, we have Ziliax with the Twin Plus Perfect module, so you can heal a lot, stabilize, that kind of stuff, and against some aggro classes that is more than enough to actually force them to concede. For the matchups, here's what we have right now. It's quite the polarizing situation. For instance, Buff Hunter is absolutely gonna be shafting you. Same with Aggro Pally, even though I actually did play against an Aggro Pally and I think we had a good time, or no, I think we actually botched it at the end, but it was definitely a very winnable game if I didn't fuck it up. Dummy Warrior can also be pretty annoying, and the main reason why Dummy Warrior could be very annoying is not only do they gain a lot of armor, but they can also actually snipe off your Aulonius from the board if they have testing dummies and you're trying to swipe him off, even though there are things you could be doing to actually play around it. As for the mulligan, your locations are always going to be MVP, going first and second. Right now we're seeing going first. New Heights is absolutely amazing, Arcanite Revelation, Story of Barnabas, Elise herself is also great, and depending on the matchup, Seabreeze Chalice might also make sense. Bottomless Toy Chest, a little bit on the weird side, but if you already have, let's say, Magic Dollhouse, I guess I can work with it. And on the coin, again, locations MVP, Elise, it's kind of the same deal, guys, literally the same stuff. I would also consider holding on to swipe if I'm against something like a Pally, however. All around, that's it for the deck. It's far from cheap, it's far from easy, but it's definitely very fun and very strong. Yes, you do need Mista Vista if you want to be running all of the mage cards, so if you're planning on playing the deck without Mista Vista, this is probably not the deck for you guys. Like, this is a very, very early skill cap test for you. If you don't know what Mista Vista does, this deck is probably not for you. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the guide. If you did, like, subscribe, but now let's check out my games on my road back to top 1000 Legend. Hope you enjoy. Okay, against the Death Knight. Am I supporting Logitech? The fuck I am. I would like to take an entire shit all over their company. Alas. In terms of webcams, at least, not much better out there. I guess Elgato and whatnot, but I don't know. Maybe it is time for me to switch over to frickin' Elgato and call it a day. Please don't break. It broke. Okay, it unbroke. And now it broke. Okay, I'm broke again. Good enough. This is not the top tier quality I could be dishing out of the cam, but at this point I kinda don't give a fuck. I think we have reached the point where I just don't give a fuck no more. What the hell is this guy even? I'm just amp up the ramp up for now. He should not be able to deal that much damage to me. Think it's time to swipe that ass. Sure, at least sounds like a good idea. Get myself the 1-mana low KK. Looking for a copy. Copy do you copy? Not that we need a copy against this guy, but it does help.
I remember this place well.
There you go. Not bad. I'm down to gain the armor right now.
I remember this place well.
It's a lot of damage, fam. Oh, actually it wasn't. He fucked up. I'm pretty sure he forgot he spent all them corpses. If I was a betting man. I could coin out Celiax right now, but I'd say we can handle this without it. Should I coin out Story of Barnabas? Think it's fine. Think we're so far ahead with all the locations at this point, doesn't even matter. I can take it slow.
The best view comes up to the hardest climb. Oh, have you filled out the paperwork?
Okay. I don't mind putting that. Okay. Can't I just kill him right now? Pretty sure I could. Pretty sure I'm killing him. Easy. Could have waited for sure. If we didn't get that swipe, things could have gone fucky, by the way, but we had both Living Roots and Sparkling Files in there, so surely we were killing him. Also, Sleep Under the Stars was in there, so odds of me not getting lethal out of that play, slim to none. Wouldn't say this is everybody's taste of music, but let's give it a chance.
I must protect the wild.
You guys are not hearing music right now, are ya?
But the dream is eternal.
Why doesn't everything break today? Sounds about right. Let's just break everything today. Oh, you are? Well, my music preview broke on Streamlabs then. And my camera also fucked up its configuration again completely. I'm done with this shit, fuck it. I'm just not gonna look at it no more. Hey, how's it going, Avelli?
Job done.
Nothing too amazing here. We are a mirror. How is that a wrong version? It's a completely different song, bro. Ah, God, I can't stand this camera. I'm not even joking right now. It's looking like shit. Buying problems is what I did, guys. Buying problems. This camera's already 1 year old, too, and still fucky as shit.
I remember this place.
Okay, he gets this, we get this. I think we're better off. Ooh. Ooh.
The best you comes up to the hardest climb.
Technically, a Midrosil probably was the thing I should have gone with first there. I don't know. The idiot value player in me decided to go this route. Yeah, do that, Avelli. Hearthstone does not deserve that much attention, I can tell you that much.
The best you comes up to the hardest climb.
Okay. Trading. Ah. Sure. Okay. Let's grab this. Let's grab this. I don't think I want a bunch of chalices out of Grifta, so Mr. Vista that is. I wonder if you can handle my Incendious. Let's see. Would have been nice if we can fit in the Sparkling File there. That would have given me a nice little discount, but it is what it is. It's gonna have to waste a good amount of resources here to kill this Incendious, I'd assume, so that could be nice.
The rescue comes after the hardest climb.
Thank you for the follow, Crow. That's alright, R&D. Wouldn't say it's an absolute banger, but it's definitely decent.
Time waits for no one.
Bro, I literally cannot stand this camera.
I must think.
I spent my entire turn dabbling with the stupid camera again. Okay, fuck am I doing over here? Nowhere near lethal.
What dreams may come. Time is of the essence.
Really didn't want to burn a card there, so. Huh. I really wasn't paying attention, I was barely paying attention to the game. But it was a nice beat, it was a nice little song. Problem is I don't have the copy shit. He does. So despite me having 3 more mana than he does, I'm still very much in the danger zone. I don't have my locations. Things could be better. Okay, basically if he has Alonius, I'm dead next turn, probably. Not necessarily. He will need a little bit of extra mana in order to get his thing done. At least he doesn't have a Midrasil. That's the one thing he doesn't have. Next turn I can go for it. If I get copy out of this, that'd be nutty. If I don't, though, it would be shitty. I'm thinking about Zilliaxin instead. Now let's just do this. Surely we need dead. Something. It's bullshit. Well, that was dumb. But it is what it is. Okay. It's not gonna be a full combo, but we don't need a full combo against this guy. Okay, next turn we're gonna have tons of mana with Sleep Under the Stars this way. Because we put down Aulonius, refresh, draw a bunch. Gotta make some room a little still though. But we should be able to make enough room for Sleep Under to get the job done. Should be fine. If we ain't dead, he's dead. A few other top decks would help immensely. No, in Legend, yes. 2 Legend, not so much. In Legend, though, it's definitely pretty broken, but you gotta be pretty skilled with it.
Time waits for no one.
Okay. Surely he did. Thanks for that. That was easy.
But the dream is eternal.
Another Demon Hunter. Let's be mana efficient about it. This guy could be Starship.
They will never catch me.
Okay, let me get that mana on mine. Let's see if we can get the copy boy.
I remember this place well.
There we go. Not bad at all. I'd rather give him a Barney boy. There we go. Perfection. Yeah, you could throw it in a valley. I might give it a try indeed. Okay, this guy is indeed Starship. This music is a bit too much. Okay, Lonely Boy's in the house. So we're very, very close to fucking this guy over. I don't need to put Incendius just yet. Technically, I could put Incendius and summon a copy of him right now. Yeah, I think this is actually the smartest thing I can do right about now. It's actually a pretty valid thing to be doing. Amazing cheap shit. That's whatever. Okay, even better. Well, this is basically unlosable at this point. Next turn he's just would have been Giga dead, and he realized. He done realized.
Versus the Lich King.
Hipper. Hippity hoppity.
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Yeah, I think that's a beauty. That Ember. That's actually pretty good. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Amazing. It's amazing. Against the dick, we might need a little bit of extra damage against dicks. Huh. This is actually fucky. This is real fucky. Gotta get rid of that ASAP. Untargetable and everything. This is actually brutal. This is actually pretty brutal. I am in danger with all these bombs. Getting a couple of these could help. Get this free out. Zilliax will be needed in this one, I do believe. Yeah, shit, he's playing this crap. This always should be a win, but not the way he curved. Okay, there's my Zilliax. Yeah, I'm going for it, fuck that. Let me attack first, and then use this thing, because I don't want to get bombed. Not just a hat track, my friends. That could have been a lot more bombs. Okay. Good enough. I think we got this now. No way, no how we don't got this now. Even though we have 3 bombs in there, should be fine, chat. Come on, bro, subs. Time to bend over. Do the bend over. Do the bend over.
I have but little time.
Sure. Don't I get Divine Shield? You sure about that? Are you sure, buddy? Are you sure, old buddy, old pal?
I remember this place well.
Okay. Easy game, easy life. I don't care. Yeah, next turn. We do the stanky leg. Whatever that's supposed to mean. That could be a lot of damage. But it ain't. Gotta be real careful with them swipies. Not that I needed it, but if I did, I had it. Cool. Cool. Deck is strong. Deck is scary strong, yeah. Deck is way too good for what it is. Well, let's just bang out one more with it. Might as well get the legend with it. Let's not do a complete bait and switch using another deck for the last game and calling it this is the deck that got me legend this month.
What shall I play? Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Okay. Well, he's having a good time so far. But this should be fine, I think. Especially with the hand we're having. Wouldn't have mind the armor there, but not that many minions actually have the armor for me there. Not that very many things. I'm just gonna... Hero Power and Chalice. The mana gain there was also pretty tempting, but it's not a small amount of health we'd lose here. Hey, thank you very much for the subscribe, Legger. How you doing, bud? Let's get rid of this still. Every couple of points of health matters, or at least they could.
I remember this place well.
Can't complain, brother. Not anymore, at least. Could just be gaining armor. Could just discover a spell too. I'd say discovering a spell is probably better for me at this point.
I remember this place well.
Drawing 2 spells and making them discounted is also not bad for free mana, but this is a little bit lower down the road. It's a bit expensive is what it is. I don't know, I think I like it well enough, and let's hope this lands. Nice. Okay, a swipe is in this man's future. Kind of want to swipe in hero power though, but I'm not gonna have the mana unless I get a discount. Okay, well, next turn we got Zilliax, so surely we got this. I'd actually rather this thing is on the board so I have a sure target. Give a minion, bud. There you go. There you go. Ain't gonna give itself. Can even summon a copy. Trail mix, you say? Don't mind if I do. Don't want to be attacking though. Sure. Sure. Miss me with that shit. This guy's desperate. And he did not get lucky there. Yet. Fucker. Sure. Okay, that was acceptables. Dude's done. Dude is cooked.
Has an end.
Has a Death Rattle minion in there, kinda don't give a fuck. It's a Quillbore. Doesn't play it though. Apparently it's a 5-3. Didn't realize he'd be running it. Honestly, I think he shouldn't have been running it, but he's running it. Well, my Zilliax is all up in this bitch. Get to copy him. This guy's about to get fucked. Could also bob if I wanted to lock him out, but I don't. I do not. It's my last location. Technically, I don't really need to do it, and realistically, I won't really do it. Okay. Next turn we fuck with him. Don't have that much in terms of damage though. Don't have it all in terms of damage though.
Enough time.
Do you rage quit on me? Okay, final boss man. Wouldn't expect anything more out of my final boss. Yeah. How mature. How mature right there. Well, that was easy. Oh, it's not a final boss. Well, fuck me then. Well, fuck me then. That's still pretty strong, JD. Still one of the strongest classes in game for sure. Tricky bricky. Let's see it, tricky bricky.
Pass, but the dream is eternal.
See that then. A recent opponent would like to be my friend. Yay. So far, so bad. Wow, the viewership is really low today, guys. Is the game kind of shit? Is that what seems to be the fuck? Friend or foe? It's usually friends nowadays. It's usually friends nowadays.
Time grows short.
Okay, stream loaded, right, Chicky? Go get him. Hand's not particularly amazing so far. Let me fan out the deck with these baddies. Okay, that ain't bad. Yeah, I'm down to see. Couple of Midrosils, a little bit too many Midrosils, but 2 is better than none. Yeah, I'm down. 2 is better than none, chat. Maybe it's better than 1. We're about to find out. Sure. Well, we are gonna need a lot of damage here. That was not a bad play indeed, Avelli, but I don't think against this guy that'd be too hot. Fuck, this guy's gonna get way too much armor though. Not a huge fan. Next turn we can fuck him over, probably. I think double a Midrosil against an Armor Demon Hunter is gonna be much better. But we really need to, at least to give us the summon a copy this time. This helps. Kinda wanted to fit in Mr. Vista in here too, but I won't be able to. Actually, I will. But after I'm done with this.
The best you pwned under the hardest climb.
It's a nice ass swipe. I'm down to swipe. I don't think I kinda want to. Okay. It's gonna get a lot of armor. He can launch that real soon. Technically speaking, I could try Bob for free Elises, but Zilly is also in there. Gotta be careful against these guys, because with the bones they can do some pretty nasty things. Wouldn't mind getting new heights while I have Mr. Vista lying around. Okay, now I could actually do the Bob thing for a bunch of Elises, but I'm not sure it's really that smart. Can just waste this drink. I really don't want to waste the other drink though. Another swipe, you say?
Time is of the essence.
I really need to conserve my damage. I hate this piece of fucking filth. Have to waste this. That was shitty, but didn't want to burn there. Burning at least would be a damn shame. Problem is I'm gonna need a lot of hand space, way things are going. Is he gonna board me, lock me out? Doesn't. I think this was not very bright. Getting double sparklings though, that's good. Problem is I'm gonna be burning all of that nasty stuff this guy did. Arcanite, bottomless, that's about it. It's actually not that big a deal aside from me burning at least, most probably. That could have gone better. The way things are going, I will be handling this, even without Delise, because we do have quite a lot of spell damage as is, but would have been even better. Yeah, having too many locations could be a little bit on the fucky side like this, as you see. It's way too much armor though. We are burning 2 cards now. 3 cards actually. And the last one's gonna be... Okay, that's fine. Can't I just kill him? With the double sparkling, 1 location only. I think I can just kill him, but he is gonna gain all of that armor. I don't know, dudes, I think I'm going for it. Apparently it was enough. Was more than enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when he's at 0, he can gain all of that armor all he wants. Technically that could have been broken if we got the Innervate instead of all of those eruptions, but it is what it is. This was a messy last game, not gonna lie, but all around, I think you guys saw how busted this deck is, and color me corrected. Top 1000 it was, guys. Top 1000 it was. Thought we'd be a little bit higher here, but I guess it is. Not that early in the month nowadays, so still. But yeah, deck is very, very strong, especially if you're good with it. I have heard, guys.